Hey everyone, let's talk about a trap that honestly almost all of us fall into, and usually we don't even realize it's happening. The perfect moment never comes. It's such a simple phrase, but it carries so much weight. We have this massive, almost universal tendency to just put our lives on pause, waiting for the stars to magically align before we take that next big step. Have you ever noticed how so many people spend their entire lives just waiting? Waiting for the right moment to strike, waiting until they have a bit more money saved up, waiting to feel more confident or to learn just one more thing, waiting for the fear to go away. It just becomes this endless, exhausting cycle of hesitation. But here's the uncomfortable truth we really need to face today. That perfect moment is a total illusion. It's not coming. And while you're sitting there waiting for the storm to pass or for conditions to be just right, life doesn't hit pause. It just keeps moving. The days just pass by. And then the rhythm accelerates. The months pass. You know that project you swore you were going to start in January? Suddenly, it's pushed to next year. Again. We get completely paralyzed by the fear of starting, convinced we just aren't quite ready yet. Our brains are incredibly good at inventing excuses, and because of that, entire months just evaporate. Until you reach this point, the years pass. You wake up one day, look back, and have that painful realization of wondering where the time went so fast. The crucial thing to understand here is this. Maybe the biggest risk in life isn't failing. Maybe the absolute biggest risk is never actually trying at all. Section 1. The small room. Picture this. Imagine someone born and raised in a tiny, cramped room, and they truly believe that room is the entire world. But there's a door. The psychology of why almost no one opens that door is fascinating. On one side, you have known suffering. On the other, unknown possibility. As humans, we consistently choose to stay in a limiting, painful place just because the familiar feels safe. We literally prefer predictable pain over massive unknown potential. This requires a complete mindset shift. Look, no transformation happens inside the comfort zone. None. Zero. Discomfort isn't some glitch in the system, it is the fundamental requirement for growth. We're taught to view fear as a red light yelling at us to stop, but honestly, fear is usually a green light, telling you you're approaching something incredibly important. Let's bring this into our daily lives. Think about highly valuable skills, speaking in public, leading a team, creating a project from scratch, or building a business. Why are these so utterly terrifying at first? It's because your brain acts like an overprotective parent. It's wired to keep you safe, not to make you grow. It just wants you to stay cozy on the couch. Acquiring these new skills completely threatens that comfortable predictability. Part 2. The illusion of confidence. So many people stay stuck because they're waiting for this magical burst of courage that, spoiler alert, never shows up. But here is the actual real-world sequence of success. Step 1, you act. Step 2, you stack up small wins. Step 3, confidence appears. That's it. Nobody is born confident. It's a direct consequence of putting yourself in motion, built brick by brick, entirely through action. We really need to redefine this concept. Confidence is simply the result of facing challenges over and over again until they stop feeling like threats. A confident person isn't some fearless superhero. They are literally just someone who has figured out how to take action in spite of their fear. Part 3. The armor of competence. When you put on this armor, that's when you find true freedom. And this freedom, it doesn't come from the outside world. When you become genuinely competent, when you build rock-solid communication, intense discipline, and real problem-solving skills, you completely stop relying on luck. You stop being at the mercy of your circumstances, and you stop needing everyone else's approval because you've built something inside yourself that absolutely no one can take away. Which brings us to a massive realization. Your ultimate focus should be on becoming someone capable of producing results. Think about it. The vast majority of people waste years, maybe even decades, desperately chasing after external success. But the few people who actually win, they spend those same years quietly building the person necessary to achieve and sustain that success. There is just this colossal difference between trying to eliminate all your challenges and focusing on developing your own capacity. Real evolution isn't about the world magically getting easier or softer for you. It's about those obstacles looking a whole lot smaller because you have fundamentally become stronger. Part 4. The silent decision. Life is never going to give you a 100% guarantee. It's just not. And because of that, making the jump can feel lonely. Nobody sees it happen. Nobody claps. Nobody even notices. the most monumental shift in your entire life, that irrevocable choice to stop hiding, to get out of the bleachers, and to finally step into the arena, it happens in total silence, in just one single quiet moment. So what's the actual difference between the people who make that jump and the people who stay paralyzed? It's not talent. It's definitely not luck. It is the raw, unfiltered willingness to act while you are still terrified. It's the willingness to keep learning while you are drowning in doubt. And it's the sheer courage to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when the results are nowhere to be found. And that leads right into a realization that changes everything. Seriously, if you take one thing away today, let it be this. You don't need to be extraordinary to start, but you absolutely must start to become extraordinary. You already possess everything you need right now to take that very first step. If you've been waiting your whole life for some mythical sign or that elusive perfect moment, well, the truth is the best time to start isn't some imaginary tomorrow. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's literally right now. The only real question left is, what are you going to do with this moment right here in your hands? Thanks for hanging out and exploring this with me today. Think about it, and I'll catch you next time.